that I'll probably share this on social media. So if you have a problem with that, meaning you don't want your reading shared on social media, now would be the time to log off, because I am going to share it. So what I'm going to do, and you have the ability to record this also, either by using your own personal iPhone, taking notes, or having someone with you that's taking notes. These will go very fast if you're unused to how I do readings. I'd like to get everybody in the next hour. That may or may not happen, but I'm going to try my best. Because of that, there will be no questions that are asked of me. I'm just going to call in your spirit guide, get you a name, a description. Jolene, did you want something?
Well, the person who was connecting with just the iPhone name, I see a picture, but I don't know who that is. So could you let us know who you are?
Yes, I'm sorry. It's Natalie.
Okay, Natalie.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to get for you your spirit guide's name. Jolene, yes, one more time. Yes, Jolene, did you have some other comment?
No.
Okay, this is new for me. Obviously, with this many people, I just want to make sure it's all legit and that everybody gets what they came for. I'm going to get your spirit guide's name. I'm going to get what they look like, some sort of idea of what they look like, so that you can call them up in your head when you go to speak with them later. I'm going to get why they're here, meaning what are, how you can work with them, why all of a sudden they appear today, and what you might be working on in the future with them. So some form or fashion of any of those things, that's what I'm going to get for you. Okay, again, I went through the list when I went through. So at the end, when I'm done with them all, if I miss someone, then's your time to say, hey, you missed me. All right, but my goal is to get everybody in. When I say your name, I would like you to unmute yourself and then say your full name for me. So with that, you'll go up to my top of the screen so I can see you all there, and that's the way I want to do it. Okay, so I'm going to start with Jolene first. Before I start, does anybody have any questions about this event, not about future events? All right, so if we didn't say thank you for joining. Thank you for telling friends. Again, this is a private group, so going forward, anything that wants to be shared has to go through me because I want to make the list doable. Okay. Let's everybody close their eyes right now together. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And everybody say out loud, I am open to receive. Thank you. So I'm going to go with Jolene first. She's going to unmute herself, and then she's going to state her full name.
Jolene Berganzi.
Thank you, Jolene. I see a mid-sized spirit guide. I'm asking him, why aren't you tall? Why aren't you really small? And he's telling me he's spam sputtering. He's spam sputtering. That's his name, spam sputtering. SS, he's calling himself. SS, spam sputtering. I'm asking him, what are you here for? He says, because of the hesitation in some things that you do, he's here to push you there. He's here to push you forward. Spam sputtering. How about Sam? Sam is what he's saying. Sam sputtering, not spam sputtering, Sam sputtering. So again, he's short, he's a little stout. He's got an aura of a purplish dark blue about him. He is definitely a male sort of figure, but he's kind of androgynous to me. Again, I'm asking him, tell me one more time what you're here for. He says, I'm not going to push her. I'm just going to stop her from stuttering. I'm going to stop her from hesitating. I'm going to say to her, look, you don't need to hesitate. This is your time. Go ahead and just do it. Does that make sense to you, Jolene? Yes or no? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So that's it. That's how it's going to go. Again, I'm going to say at the end, does that make sense to you? Yes or no? If it doesn't make any sense to you, which I doubt, I'll go into a little bit more. So you can keep your mic on the whole time, your microphone on the whole time. That's okay. Just the person that I'm reading. Okay. Natalie, I'm going to you next.
Natalie Rodriguez.
Thank you. Natalie, a very tall, a very thin, a very spirit being. I will call him a star being. Again, I say him. It's not necessarily him or her. It's just a being. And he's calling himself top of the line. I'm top of the line, he's saying. I'm asking him why he's with you. He's saying, because I want her to get to the top of the line. I said, you mean like the list? He's saying, yeah, the list. Call me top of the list. I like that better. So I want her to get to the top of the list. She keeps thinking she's the bottom of the list. Why does she keep thinking she's the bottom of the list? I'm a little bit more vibrant with Natalie because I've done her for so long, read her for so long. So he's saying top of the list. I want her to say now that she's the top of the list. Natalie, repeat after me. I am the top of the list.
I am the top of the list.
So he's saying he's not going to push because this is all up to you. Look, if you want to stay at the bottom of the list, you go right ahead and stay at the bottom of the list. But know at the bottom of the list, there's a lot more people that you have to go around. You're not going to go through any of them. So he's just saying a lot more people that you're going to have to go around. He says it doesn't mean that they're any higher than you or that you're any lower than you or that when you reach the top, they're going to be any lower than you. It means none of that. He's just saying get to the top of the list so there's less and less people in front of you. You understand?
Yes.
Thank you, Natalie. Okay, I'm going to go to Ella next. Ella's going to come in, unmute herself. Ella. Oh, Erica, stop doing that with your cat. Stop. That diverts my attention because you know how much I love cats. But we're okay if your cat joins, Erica. Ella, where are you at? Ella, are you here? Ella, am I missing you?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, let me get to your face first. I thought it would come through at the top. It's not. Okay, Ella, go ahead, state your full name for me.
Ella Shi.
Thank you, Ella, very much. Ella, I see a wide presence. Presence. It's an expansive being for me. He's got his arms spread out wide because he wants to enfold you. He wants to enfold you. Enfold you? Is that the word? Enfold you. He wants to bring you in. Thank you. He wants to bring you into his fold.
Mm-hmm.
He's saying, I don't want her to think she's left out in the open anymore. I don't want her to think that there's something that she's doing that's causing her not to be part of a group. So I'm going to bring her in. I'm going to enfold her in me. And his name is Papa. Papa. I don't know if that's a father figure, but he's saying his name is Papa. I don't have the time to go into that, but he's saying his name is Papa. So as a guide, he's telling me again, what he's doing for you is grabbing you and bringing you in with his arms. He's bringing you into the fold. He's also saying, I've been with you for many lifetimes, and every lifetime you've been with me, but now you think you're not with me. So this would cause you in this lifetime to appear to be left out, to feel left out. So again, his name is Papa, and he's bringing you in. Does that make sense to you, Ella? Yes or no?
Yes.
Thank you so
Yes.
much, Ella. Thank you for joining, and thank you everyone for joining. Erica, you can bring your cat up now because you are next. So Erica, good.
Sorry, I have two.
I have
I
no
have a dog,
problem.
so.
I have no problem with that. All right, let me change this because I'm not liking what I'm doing here. All right, I like this better. All right, Erica. All right, let me take a breath. Thank you. Erica, state your full name for me.
Erica Chuck.
Thank you. Erica, this is more of a feminine type creature. I'm going to say creature. They made me say creature. Feminine type. Very motherly, very open, very loving, very, look, if you think you can't do it, you just call on me and I will tell you you can do it. She says, I am your go-to guide for what you have coming up right now. She's saying, I am the purveyor of wisdom. That's the name. She is the purveyor of wisdom. So if what you're having coming up for you right now is going to require wisdom, that's what she's here for. I am the purveyor of wisdom. She says, whenever you have any question about whether you are speaking wisely, first off, she says, don't question. Second off, she says, just ask me for what's going to come next, and I will put you in the frame of mind that what you just said has already been received, and now I want you to move on. Do you understand that, Erica?
Yes.
Thank you so much, and thank you for playing our game. Shabnan, you are next. If you would unmute yourself. Shabnan, unmute yourself, hun. Great, thank you. Let me take a breath. And if you would state your full name for me.
Shabnam Oberoi.
Thank you very much. A male figure, daddy. Is your father in the non-physical world?
Yes.
Okay, so daddy's here being your guide. He's saying, Donna says a lot to not view the soul in the spirit world as they were in the physical world. But he's telling you, I want you to do that. I want you to view me as I am and as I was. He said, I have to light up a way for you. I have to light up a way for you to receive more guidance. I have to light up a way for you to hold on to that which you already have, and then that which is coming forward for you. I am going to light up the way for that. So what I'm hearing again is, when he said that which you already have, I feel there's a piece of you that thinks when you get something more, it's going to delete what you already have. So he's telling you, I have lit up the way and lighting up the way for you to receive what is coming without deleting what you already have. Does that make sense to you, Shabnam?
The end part I didn't quite understand.
Didn't hear what I said or didn't understand it?
Didn't understand.
So you'll just have to hear it again then if you play it back. So again, he's saying he's lighting up the way for what is coming, so that and knowing that it's not going to delete what you already have. Thank you for joining us, Shabnam.
Thank
Sheila,
you.
I'm going with you next. Sheila, if you would unmute yourself.
Donna.
Thank you so much. Hi, honey. Let me take a breath. Go ahead. Say your full name for me, Sheila.
Sheila Brown.
Thank you, hon. Sheila, your mom. Sorry, I know you too well. Mom here as your guide. She's saying, put it forth. She's saying, that's my new name for you. Put it forth. And I'm asking her, what is she putting forth? She goes, she keeps holding back from what she truly is. And when she holds back from what she truly is, everybody only sees what she's holding back. Nobody's seeing what she's meant to be. She's only being seen as what she's holding back. So putting off a vibration of, I'm holding back, I'm holding back. And your mom is saying, look, we don't want that. We want everybody to see that they no longer have to hold back, that they can now open up, that they can now be who they choose to be, that they can now no longer have to worry about what has happened in the past, but just open up to what is going to happen in the future. So your mom's saying, put forth every effort into this new way of being. Do you understand that, Sheila?
Yes, I do.
Thank you so much for joining. Linda, I'm going to you next. Linda, okay. Can you unmute yourself, Linda? There you go. All right, let me take a breath. Hang on. Linda, say your full name for me. Thank you.
Linda Smalls.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Linda, I'm viewing this small little creature for you. It's like an animal. It's like a little chipmunk. It's appearing to me, a small chipmunk. It's cute. It's chewy. It's like, no, like I don't want to say a lot of things. It's a little chipmunk. He's saying his name is Stan. Stan, S-T-A-N. That's his name, Stan. I'm asking Stan. Stan, why are you here? He says, Donna, here's what I do for her. I run along in front of her and I grab all the nuts and then I bring them back to her. So I said, okay, what are the nuts? He said, the nuts are all the nuggets of personal wisdom and personal growth that she needs to know, because in the past, she was leery of moving forward and gathering all of that. She was leery of that. So what little Stan is going to do, he's this little chipmunk, he's so cute. What he's going to do is run forward, collect the nuggets, the nuts of nuggets, and then bring it to you. And I said, okay, but then what? He said, but then she's going to have to walk along that path forward. She can't stay where she is. I've already gathered the wisdom going forward. So she needs to walk up to that. Do you understand that, Linda?
Yes, I do.
Thank you so much for joining,
Thank
Linda.
you.
Good luck with Stan, your little chipmunk. Samira, you're next.
Yes,
Are you still here? Yes, thank you so much.
yes.
All right, let me take a deep breath, please. Thank you, Samira. Go ahead, state your full name for me.
Samira O'Broy.
Thank you. Samira, I have to look up for this one. It's a very tall being, something from that's otherworldly, like a star being. He's saying his name is Light of the Star, Light of the Star, and that's what you will call him, Light of the Star, Light of the Star, LOTS. I like to use acronyms. He's saying that he's been with you in 3, look, I put 2, but 3 other past lives. I don't know what that meant. He's been with you in 3 other past lives, and he's lit the way for you, lit the way. I said, what does that mean with her? He said, in past lives, you have been the way. In past lives, you have been the way. Now he has to light the way for you, because in this life, you are not choosing to become the way. You are holding yourself back. So again, in past lives, you were the way. You were the one lighting the way for others. But in this life, you're holding back a little bit. It is time for him now to light the way so that you can see it and you now can become the way again. Does that make sense to you, Samira?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for playing our game. Mina, I'm going to go to you next. Unmute yourself and give me a chance to take a breath.
Hi, Donna.
Thank you. Mina, go ahead, state your full name, please.
Mina Zaveri.
Thank you, Mina. So I feel this guide that's with me, that's a little like nervous and anxious, like he hasn't come through for you before. And he's also a little nervous that you won't accept him. So I'm going to coax him a little bit toward me. He's a small child, we'll call it a male child, a small male child. His name is Proper. Smaller child. I'm coaxing him forward, but he's very hesitant. I'm asking him, why are you so hesitant? He's saying, because I am a piece of her. I am a piece of her that is causing hesitancy. I feel it's a theme today. I'm a piece of her that still she thinks she's hesitant, that she doesn't deserve, that she's not worthy. So until she grows, I cannot grow. Mina, so what he's asking you for is to speak out every day, I am worthy. To speak out every day, I am ready. To allow him to come through in a way for you that he never has before. To allow him to come through for you in a way that he will push away all those feelings of unworthiness, but you first have to acknowledge them. You first have to say to yourself, I recognize I'm unworthy. What do I do about this? And in that knowing, then he's able to come through and tell you how you are worthy. So again, first you have to acknowledge your unworthiness, say, yes, I might be feeling that. Yes, now though I am worthy, and allow him to come through. Proper, that's his name. Allow Proper to come through a little bit more for you. Does that make sense to you, Mina?
Yeah. Yes,
Thank
Donna.
you so much. Thank you for playing our game.
Thank you.
Janice with a C. Are you still here? Janice with a C. Great, Janice. Unmute yourself for me. I'm going to take a breath. Janice, waiting for you to unmute yourself, or I'm going to do it for you. Okay, doing it for you. Not able to do it. Janice, can you unmute yourself for me? There you go. Great. Thank you.
Yes.
All right. Let me take a breath again. Janice, say your full name for me, please.
Janice Nickel.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Janice, I'm feeling this great sense of happiness coming through with this guy. It's great sense of happiness. Again, guy or girl, androgynous to me, coming through. I feel like it's right down your center, though. It's a piece that's right down your center, the spirit guide. And he comes through heart center, heart center. So because he's just so inside me now and so coming forward right now, I would say what it's causing for you is some really major heart opening, maybe some anxiety in your chest or a little inflammation in your chest. But he's coming through as heart opening, heart opening, heart opening. He's calling, his name is Honor. His name is Honor. And he wants you to honor him. So not only is his name is Honor, but he's saying, I want you to honor my heart. I want you to honor your heart. We are together as one now. And as I come through you, you will be able to open your heart and show that heart opening to others in your periphery, in your vibration. Honor is saying, he's tall, he's thin, he's white. He's calling himself forward. I'm saying, you're calling yourself forward? He said, no, she called me forward. She was able to say to me, I need more heart opening. I want to have heart opening. So it appears you called him in and he went right in and he pushed you out. Does that make sense to you, Janice?
Yes.
Yay, cool. Thank you
Yes.
so much for joining and playing our game. Fabulous.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so 609 doesn't exist anymore. Leah, I'm going to you next. Please unmute yourself. I'm going to take a sip. Hang on. Everybody give me a thumbs up if you got your camera on. Everybody's doing good? Yeah, it's fun? Yeah, it's fun. Okay. All right, go ahead, state your full name for me.
Leah Benavides.
Thank you, Leah. Thank you for joining.
Thank you, Donna.
Leah, there's an angel here, an angel that comes from the heavens, an angel of whiteness, an angel of purity. She's above me. She's spread wings, spread out right above you. She's sending so much. I don't want to say that. That's not what you're telling me. She says, I'm not ready to enfold you yet. What I'm going to do is send down this purity, send down this purity of light, send down this purity of love to you. Then when that happens, we can call each other in. Whoever has their phone on, can you shut it off, please? Who can when that happens, when you have accepted your own purity, when you have accepted your own love, this angel of purity, this angel of light will come down and enfold you. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel it when that happens. You're not just going to feel when you've accepted it, but you're going to feel her come down and just wrap her wings around you. So again, big white angel, big long feathers right now above you. When you accept love into you, which feels the self-love thing, when you accept that, she will now bring you in to her wings. Do you understand that, Leah?
Yes.
Thank you so much for playing.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, Deepa, that was you though. That was Mina, right? Mina, is that who's Deepa?
I'm Deepa.
Okay, so we didn't do yet, correct, Deepa?
No.
Sorry, okay. I saw that name twice. Okay, Deepa, you're next. You've unmuted yourself already. Thank you. Let me take a breath. Go ahead, state your full name for me.
My name is Deepa Nanji.
Thank you. Spirit's telling me I need to make a statement right now just to make it clear that these guides are here to help you right now. These guides are here for you to give that visual to your own blank slate in your mind and talk to them one-on-one. Thank you. Deepa. Deepa, I have a lioness for you, a lioness. This would be more like a totem animal, but you can call it a guide too, a lioness. I keep doing this because she keeps using these long legs to come into the reading for you. Long legs, lioness feminine, right? Coming in from my left side also. She's saying her name is quadro, Quadro. That's my interpretation of that word, quadro. She's calling herself Quadro. She stealthily walks in, but these paws are huge. She's a very light tan. These paws are huge, though, as they walk. And I keep my arms going because she just keeps walking and walking and walking. And I'm waiting for her to stop. I'm waiting to get her attention. And she's just like, no, because I just keep walking. She says, eventually, Deepa, you got to jump on my back. You got to jump on my back. You can't just keep walking along, walking behind, walking beside. You got to jump on my back. She said, I'm just going to keep on walking, Quadro says. I'm just going to keep on walking. And until you jump on my back, there will be no union of oneness. Do you understand that, Deepa?
Yeah.
That's a beautiful.
Yes,
Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
So much. You're welcome. Lexi, coming to you next. I'm going to take a drink.
Hello.
Hi, honey. Lexi, let me take a breath. State your full name for me.
Alexandria Walter.
Thanks, son. Lexi, a star has just been presented to me. She said, the star that you were. Didn't I read for you one time a star?
Yes.
Yes. That star is back. That's pretty interesting. That star is back. I'm getting tones of blue. I'm getting tones that she is, I'm going to call it feminine energy, that she is in front of you, this star. And she's saying, I am a star of multiple points of light. She says it is not just one light. It is multiple points of light. Oh, I just noticed there's blue in your background. She is a point of, oh, now there's green. She is a point of multiple lights. I'm asking her. She says, as far as my name, you can call me Star One. Star One. I feel it's one name, though, not two. It's not two. It's one name, no space. Star One. She says, I am here for you to walk into this. I am here for you to take all of my points and use them as handles. Like if she's in front of me, right? I've got to use her side, her handles, to pull myself toward her. So she's in front of me, in front of you, and all her points are sticking out all around her. And I feel I want to grab hold of those points and not pull her toward me, pull myself toward her. Do you understand that, Lexi?
Yes.
Thank you so much for playing our game. Lynn, going to you next. Lynn, where are you, Lynn?
Hi, Donna.
There you are. Nice to see you again, Lynn.
Nice to see you
Thanks for
too.
joining. Let me take a breath. State your full name for me.
Lynn Jurgensen.
Thank you so much. I feel this. I just had a memory of you and I. I feel this ball player with me, like husky, wants to run all the bases, got a full uniform on. Is your father in the non-physical world or the physical world?
The physical world.
Physical world. So it's not a father. Do you have an uncle or someone that's in the non-physical world?
My uncle, yeah.
That would have
been. He was a coach.
He was a coach. There you go. Okay. So spirit guides could also be past loved ones. And I'll only say that if it's coming through, but it's coming through. So that's what he is right now. Can you say his first name for me?
Leo.
Leo. Oh.
You might know him. You know him.
I might know him. So anyway,
yeah.
Right. Okay. So here he is coming for you. I'm asking why he's here for you now. He said, okay, look, you've done your work with me. I feel you talk to me. He said, but now I'm telling you, get up to the freaking plate and swing the freaking bat. Get up to the freaking plate and swing the freaking bat. He said, I don't care if you run around the bases. I don't care if you stand where you are. I just want you to swing the freaking bat. So he's telling me, look, you're already at home plate. You're there. You've got the bat in your hand, but the bat is down at your side. You know, when we first get up there, we kind of kick our feet in the dirt. We kind of tap the edge of the base, but you don't really put the bat up to your shoulder yet. He's saying, put the freaking bat up to your shoulder. Okay, now that you've got that, now that you understand that there may be shit coming your way, right? It's not just a ball from the pitcher. There's going to be shit coming your way from all the bases, from outfield, from the infield. Everything's going to be coming your way. But don't forget, you have a bat in your hand. So you can always hit it. You can always get it out of your way. Do you understand that, Lynn?
Yes, I do.
Thank you, Lynn, for joining our
Thank
game.
you.
So glad to bring Leo through for you. Whew. Okay, so I'm assuming the Zoom user is gone. I got a Jeannie. Yes, Jennie. How you doing?
I'm good.
Good, thank you. Let me take a breath. And would you state your full name for me?
Jenny Z.
Jenny, thank you, Jenny. Jenny, today, a lion has come to you. Today, a lion of great stateliness has come to you. This lion has entered me. This is Donna being funny because this doesn't normally happen. This lion has entered me. And this lion says, I am the state of all states. The state of all states. So I'm going to call him SOAS. S-O-A-S. The state of all states. SOAS. He's saying, I can give to you what you think you cannot give yourself. However, when it comes to you, you will then say, oh yeah, maybe I can do that for myself. Ha, the state of all states, this lion. His head is like right inside my head, like I'm hot, right? His head is right in here. The state of all states. He's beautiful. Like if I touch my hair, I can feel him. I can feel his fur, right? But I'm only getting his head. Do you understand? I'm only getting his head, his whole face, his whole head. But he's very nice. He's very stately. Like he doesn't growl at me. He's just very stately. The state of all states, he's calling himself. So don't forget, when I send you this new state of being and you receive it and you feel it, know that you always knew you had it. Understand?
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining me and allowing this beautiful, beautiful lion to come through. I'm going to ask him to step out because he's too big. Get out of here. All right. Did I do a Linda? Did I already do Linda? I already did Linda. Okay. Anybody else now? Because I think I went through my whole list. Did I miss anyone? Raise your hand or bring your camera back on. Lizzie. Lizzie, I'm doing you right now. You might have been a Zoom user or something else and renamed yourself. Okay, let me take a breath. Lizzie, unmute yourself. Great. Full breath in, full breath. Okay, Lizzie, state your full name for me.
Lizzie Atocha Magana.
One more time, please, Lizzie.
Lizzie Atocha Magana.
Thank you so much. Lizzie, I'm seeing on my right side a tall guide, a thin guide, but he's dressed in human clothes. And even though I would see always tall and thin as some sort of alien race star being, I see that he was in an alien race before with you, in a star being before with you, but now in the last lifetime, he came through as a brother for you. So as a spirit guide name for you now, he was a brother in your past life, and now he is a spirit guide for you in this life. His name is Juan, J-U-A-N, Juan, he's calling himself. Juan of the Ages, Juan of the Ages. And I'm going, well, that's a pretty hefty title, don't you think, Juan? He said, but I have been with her for ages. I said, but you just told me you were only with her for about 3 lifetimes. I have been with her for ages. I have not just been in the physical realm with her, but I have been in the star realm with her. Yep. I have not just been in the physical realm and the star realm as you think, Donna. I have been in the sky for you, in the stars for you. So I said, okay, now I'm getting it. Not just as a person, but as a star in the sky, as a constellation. As now you're telling me you are a freaking constellation, Juan? He said, I am the Juan of the Ages. What does Juan mean? What does Juan mean? What does Juan mean in English? And is Juan anybody? What does Juan mean? I feel like it's a title that we should be more, that is more prominent, this Juan of the Ages. So he's saying, in past lives, I have been the star for you. I have been the star in the sky for you. In past lives, you looked up to the sky and you just went, wow, that star looks like it's shining right on me. And he's saying, yep, That's exactly what I was doing, Lizzie. That's exactly what I was doing. So one of the ages for you, Lizzie, call on him in order to shine, or when you need shining, when you need some sort of brightness in your life, you're going to call on one of the ages and know that he'll be there not only in the sky, but right beside you. Thank you so much for joining, Lizzie.
Thank you, Donna. I appreciate
You're
it.
so welcome. That made sense to you?
It did, because I always look at the stars. And
Yay, 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 yay. She always looks at the stars, if anybody
Yeah.
knows that. Okay, phew, that was a hot one too. All right, so, phew, everybody, take a deep breath in, deep breath out. All right, so that was 45 minutes, great. I'm gonna open it up. Jolene has something to say. I'm gonna open it up if someone wants to state how that reading resonated with them. You're just gonna have to, if you would raise your hand virtually, please, by pressing that raise your hand button. Jolene's gonna let you in one at a time. So Jolene, yes.
Thank you. I looked up Juan. Of course, Juan means John in Spanish, but it also has Chinese meaning, as it's a common female name or a common given name for Chinese women, and it means beautiful and graceful.
Perfect. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So Jolene, would you like to talk about who was your guide? Would you like to talk about that?
So my guide was the Sam sputtering or stuttering, who was trying to help me go forward. The purplish blue person who being who wanted to stop me from hesitating, because it's my time to go ahead and do it. And I always need that reminder, it seems.
Now you have someone that's going to give you the reminder, so you don't need it from somebody else. You can just call on him. Is this the time? This is the time. Thanks, Jolene. Thanks for all your help.
Thank you.
So I'm going to state one more time. This was new for me to do this in this quick frame with this many people. I'm so glad you bared with me in doing this. And I think it went off well, so I'll probably do it again. But it's a good me pushing myself outside the box. So I appreciate that. All right. So Jolene, go ahead, let in. Who else wants to talk?
Should I unmute them? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, go ahead and say who you're doing.
Okay, so I'll unmute Lexi, or you can unmute yourself, Lexi.
Thank you.
What happened?
I just am really grateful that the star came up because in our last reading that we just did, they didn't come up. Dog came at the same time, sorry. But I'm just really grateful for that reminder, because I've been wanting to work with her more.
If anybody knows my readings, I never remember. Out of all the readings I've done, how can I remember you, the person, right? But as soon as I saw that star, I felt that vibration from a past reading. And that was a while ago. That was years ago.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago. So.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lexi. Appreciate it.
Okay, Mina, please go ahead.
Hi, Donna. Thank you.
Who is your guide? Tell me again who came through.
So you said my guide is a small guide, proper, I think so. That's what I have to listen to back. So I wanted to tell you, whenever I dream, most of the time I have a small child with me. And I have told my daughter that same thing, like, I don't know why, I always have a small child with me. And I always think that he's the youngest son who's in non-physical world. I always thought that he doesn't grow up. He's always small. So now I just remembered that, and it said, let me tell you that.
Wow.
And I just wanted to ask you, so when we say he's my guide, right? You said, so can I pray or whatever? Can I do that? And
Absolutely.
Ask
At
for
the
the
beginning,
strength or
absolutely.
something?
Absolutely. At the
Okay.
beginning, I stated all of these guides, any sort of spirit guide, whether it's someone from a past life, someone from this life who crossed over, or a spirit guide of any sort, an archangel, you work with them one-on-one. You talk with them. And I would, yes, you can certainly ask them anything you want. But I would work with them of a higher vibrational. Don't assume that they're just here like, oh, here's my mom. I'm going to ask her, what did you do with your diamond ring? It's not things like that. You're going to ask
The
for
guidance.
higher vibrational guidance.
Yes.
Make
Guidance.
sense?
Yep, it makes
Thank you.
sense.
Thank you, Mina,
Thank
for
you
sharing.
so much, Donna.
You're so welcome.
Sheila.
Hi, Donna.
Where are you? I've got all these blocks I had to find you. Okay, there you are.
Thank you so much. So the message was from my mother, who is has a very high vibration on the other side. And the thing that I took most from what she said was to stop holding back from what I truly am. So of all people, she would know that about me. And I just remember growing up in Catholic school, I was a little ADHD and always told to be quiet, stop talking, you ask too many questions. And that kind of was, I carried that with me through my adult life, and sometimes was very hesitant to be this, like, kind of, I'm a little bit of a loud, charismatic energy, and I hold back quite often. And right now I'm working for someone who kind of asks me to like hold back. So I feel like I'm always poised and holding back throughout my career. I recently got a job offer, but I'm not going to take it, but it has prompted me to think about looking for a job where I could be more of who I really am. So I'm really glad I got that message today. Thank you.
You're so very welcome. Thanks for joining.
And Linda is final.
Linda is here. Is there Linda here? Linda, would you like to say something? Okay.
Yes. Well, my spirit guide was Stan, a little chipmunk. I thought I was surprised, but not really, because I very much relate to animals and animal spirits. In fact, the last meditation I did, there were lots of birds and many animals around me as I walked through the woods. And I walk through the woods every day, and I saw that in the meditation for the first time, many of them walking with me. And it's kind of confirmation that they are helping, they're guiding, bringing back like the nuggets, like you said, the nuts to me and helping. So that was delightful. It was just a wonderful vision. And I'm gonna talk to Stan.
All right, Stan the chipmunk.
And the chipmunk.
Be careful when those big birds, they might come and attack. Make sure the birds are out of the picture before.
No, not allowed.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Linda.
Thank you.
No one else has their hand raised.
Shabnan is just
and
raising her
Lizzie
hand.
just raised her hand.
Go
as
ahead,
well.
Shabnan. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. So I couldn't record anything because it wasn't allowing me to record, nor do I see a chat button, so I couldn't really ask you. So will you be sending us a recording?
So, and I stated in the email that I could not record it, but here's what's going to happen. I recorded it for me, so it's going to go out on my social media.
Okay.
So
okay.
when it comes out, then you could listen again. Okay. Up until the
so
point this ends, it'll all be on my social. It'll be in my YouTube channel. It'll be on my YouTube channel, because this will help other people recognize what I do and how it works. Okay.
So
The whole
this is
idea
really
is
exciting for me, Donna, today, because I could, since my lad came through, and I have been hoping, praying for the last many months, I had myself somehow invited him to be my spirit guide for the last many months, since I last had my session with you last year after he passed away. And the message that you just gave me totally makes sense, the path I am on and the guidance that he's giving me. So it was brilliant. It was really nice. Thank you so
happy.
much.
So happy for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lizzie, did you want to speak?
Lizzie, yes, go.
Hi, I just wanted to mention for one of the ages, I just wanted to throw out there had been years previously when I would look at the stars, and I always feel like
Lizzie, could you come forward a little bit? I don't know. I'm not getting.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, so I just wanted to confirm for you and myself, it popped in my head. I was outside one time and I remember looking at the stars and saying, just wait for me. Please wait for me. I always had a pull to stars, and I would feel like it wasn't a romantic love, but it was a really, really good friendship. That somebody was always waiting for me, and I told them, please wait. And this just confirms that even more. So it's pretty funny, and I had to share it because it was a knowing I had in my heart, or my soul. And then even now, I still look up at the stars and I say, I know I've been there, like I belong there. And I know I've seen it. So you just telling me that and then just confirming it for me just really opened up the windows to a lot more things that my intuition lets me know.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you. Yes,
Welcome.
that's the idea. I know when I first started doing readings with mediums, the first thing they brought through for me was spirit guides. And because I worked directly with them, it really pulled me forward in my path. It really got me to where I am today. Now, granted, there's way too many spirit guides that I have right now. It's like stand in line. Somebody told me that the other day. Just have them stand in line, Donna. Yeah, there's way too many of them now. So I'm so glad. I hope that confirms that for everybody to do this work. Anybody else want to make
Deepa.
Deepa?
Hi, Donna. Thank you so
Hello.
much for your reading.
You're welcome.
You gave me my guide's name as Quadro, and it was a form of a lioness, just moving and walking and walking. So my question, I guess, is, I know I'm always, walking, doing a lot of things. Does this mean, I need to slow down? Is that what my guide is telling me? To jump on, or, do I speed up and finish tasks faster?
I didn't get that at all. It's
Okay.
not something I want to go into because I'm not speaking
Yeah,
to that
sure.
guide anymore, but I would re-listen. Jolene, did you want to say something?
I don't know if this is helpful. It came to me listening to your reading, Deepa, which I was reminded of the ox herding pictures. And if you Google ox herding pictures, you'll see them there. It's like a metaphor for the stages of enlightenment. And there is one of them, I think it's 6, that is riding the ox home. And in your case, it was the lion, and it was asking you to get on it. And so I'd look at that image of riding the ox home.
Okay, I will. Thanks, Jolene.
Yep. I mean, definitely get on it. That's what I saw. I didn't see, but listen again, because I'm pretty sure they were adamant about not being behind, not being beside. Get on it.
Get on it.
Get on it, literally and figuratively, Deepa. Just get on.
Yeah. Thanks, Donna.
Thanks, Jolene. Thanks, Deepa.
Thanks, Jolene.
Natalie. Natalie, your name just keeps changing. Look, when you come in, Natalie's the only person I have to tell this to. Who put who? Jolene, did you put who? It helps to see your name. It helps to know that you are a legitimate person and not somebody that's botting me. Zoom botting me, as Jolene said. Zoom botting me. Okay, Natalie, did you want to talk about yours? It was so long ago.
Well, I was the last one here, but my spirit guide said we need to put you at the top of the list because, I thought that was funny. Nope. Everything is how it's it's absolutely what I'm going through right now. So it's what I needed to hear and know. Yeah.
Good. Thank you. So let's close our eyes one more time. Was that it? Everybody they said something about it. I thank you so much. All right, let's close our eyes together. Take a deep breath in and out. And just out loud where you are, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guides. Thank you for showing up today with your wisdom and guidance. Going forward, all of us open to receive anything else you'd like to send to us at any time. We are ready. Thanks again, guys, so much.